Hello, my name is Vanisha. I'm the creator of VanishasVibe. I hope you enjoy the show. Make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell for more trending news.
Breaking news. Breaking news. It was just posted all over the news about Stephen Hawking. I don't know if you know who he is, but he's the guy. Unfortunately, he's in a wheelchair, but he's one of the smartest guys in the world. He's one of the smartest men. And for actually, I want to discuss a theory that he discovered in regards to the universe. And what he's saying was the universe was originally created on four dimensions, but it had two more dimensions at the beginning. And he's gone by the Euclidean theory, if I'm correct. And that if you, let's say for an example, if you have a VCR and there was a tape and you press rewind, if you continue to press rewind, it was just a continuum. There's no beginning, and that when the universe was created originally on four dimensions and it had the two extra dimensions, there was a continuum. So because of the continuum, the universe is smaller and smaller. They're saying it probably was even as small as an atom, but they can't really say for sure where the beginning of it was. And the beginning of it was there was no time, so time doesn't actually exist if there was no beginning, because with the continuum and the dimensions that the universe has, there were no boundaries. So there was no boundaries in the universe. And they also said something about the North and the South Pole, saying that in the South Pole, there was no boundary in the South Pole. So since there was nothing in the South Pole, they couldn't really say that anything existed at the beginning of time. But I can tell you what existed at the beginning of time. In the beginning, I believe that the Lord said, "Let there be light," and there was light. I actually believe that there um, that God actually created it by speaking, just by his speaking, because if you read, it says in the beginning was the word and he was the word. So just how powerful, if you really think about it, there's no boundaries and time doesn't really exist. The only reason why time exists because we're bounded by the laws of the four dimensions of the earth, because that's the surface of the earth. But outside of the earth, there are no boundaries in the universe. So I was just letting you know. I also wanted to share with you, since it was Black History Month, and since, well, back, in February, in regards to, I don't know if you heard of George Washington Carver and how he discovered the peanut. Well, the actual story of that is that I was shared with a local pastor, um, about George Washington Carver, how he discovered a peanut. He actually asked God himself. I don't know if it was he had a revelation or dream, or however he got the revelation was, um, well, how was the universe created? And he said, I can't answer that, son. That's exactly what he said to George Washington Carver. And then he said, well, how many things can you make out of a peanut? And he actually answered that question, and that's what all of these things came from. Inventions came from George Washington Carver creating the peanut. Believe it or not, if you go to Tuskegee University, which is one of the first black colleges in the United States, if you visit there, there's text there, and you can actually see how he actually meditated and created, just from asking how many things can be created from a peanut. So I just wanted to share that with you all, or whatever, about Stephen Hawking and his Euclidean theory, and also this, the scientific theory versus the faith theory, and the also in regards to what happened when George Washington Carver inquired to God about how was the universe created. There was no answer. So I just wanted to let y'all know about that. Some things we should know, and some things for our knowledge, we only can perceive so much. Okay, we know what we're supposed to know. So I just want you to let you know. Basically, I would say do your research for yourself. Thank you and have a wonderful day. God bless.